The hidden research station orbiting an unnamed gas giant had once been a joint xenobiology project, abandoned early in the war. Now it served as headquarters for the Convergence, a rogue scientific collective comprising both human and alien researchers dedicated to ending the conflict through biological and cultural integration. The fetal development is progressing at twice the expected rate, Dr. Isolde Vega announced, studying the holographic skin hovering above Averia's abdomen. The human physician had been skeptical when Mercer and Averia had first arrived 3 weeks earlier, but the hybrid's remarkable biology had quickly won her scientific devotion. The neural structures are unlike anything I've ever seen, she continued. Psychic centers that shouldn't be compatible with human cerebral patterns are perfectly integrated. Averia smiled, her hand entwined with Mercer's. Their relationship had evolved during their month as fugitives, initial distrust giving way to respect, then attraction, and finally an unexpected intimacy that crossed species boundaries. The Convergence scientists observed their bond with scholarly interest, documenting the first successful human-Zalari pair bonding. And the anomalous energy readings? Mercer asked, having learned enough xenobiology to participate in these discussions. Dr. Vega's expression grew serious. Increasing daily. The fetus appears to be generating a quantum field. We don't understand the implications. Later that night, in their shared quarters, Averia guided Mercer's hand to her swollen belly. Feel, she whispered. A sensation like electrical current flowed through him, followed by fragments of imagery. Stars being born, civilizations rising and falling, and a bridge between separated worlds. It's communicating, he murmured in awe, showing us possibilities. Averia's luminescent eyes met his. Futures where our kinds don't destroy each other. Mercer pulled her closer, their bodies fitting together despite their physiological differences. What had begun as awkward exploration had become something profound, a physical expression of the bridge they themselves represented. I never imagined feeling this way again, he confessed against her silver skin. After losing my family, I thought that part of me was dead. And I never imagined finding connection with a human, she replied, her fingers tracing the scars on his shoulder. We are as improbable as the child we protect. Their peaceful existence at the sanctuary proved short-lived. A week later, alarms blared throughout the station. Multiple ships approaching, the security chief reported. Human military signatures. Mercer's blood ran cold. Devereaux found us. But the follow-up report brought worse news. Second Fleet detected. Zalari warships on intercept course. How? Averia gasped. How could both find us? The answer came from Dr. Vega, her face ashen. The child's quantum field. It's broadcasting. Like a beacon. Evacuate the station, Mercer ordered, military training taking over. We'll use the research vessel to draw them away. No, Averia said firmly, her hands protective over her distended abdomen. The child is nearly ready. This is happening for a reason. As preparation for battle stations echoed around them, Averia pulled Mercer into a final embrace. Whatever happens, she whispered, remember that what we created together is more powerful than their hatred. Mercer held her tightly, feeling the child stir between them. Then let's show them. The observation deck of the sanctuary station provided a panoramic view of the standoff. Human and Zalari warships faced each other across the vacuum, weapons hot, while inside, Averia labored to bring forth a new form of life. Push, Dr. Vega urged as Mercer supported Averia's trembling body. The child is coming. On the communications channel, Major Devereaux's ultimatum played on repeat. Surrender the alien and the specimen, or we will open fire. The Zalari response had been equally uncompromising. The abomination must be destroyed, along with all who shelter it. Averia screamed, her back arching as psychic energy crackled around her. The lights throughout the station flickered, and monitoring equipment shorted out in cascading failures. Something's happening, Dr. Vega warned, backing away as Averia's skin began to glow with an inner luminescence. Mercer held fast, despite the energy burning his palms. I'm here, he promised. We finish this together. With a final cry, Averia delivered their child into a world poised on the brink of renewed war. The infant, neither fully human nor Zalari, opened eyes that swirled with galaxies. And then, silence. Total, absolute silence fell across all channels. The battleships outside froze in position. What's happening? Mercer whispered. Dr. Vega checked her instruments with shaking hands. The quantum field. It's expanded, encompassing all ships in the vicinity. The infant in Averia's arms glowed softly, its tiny features serene despite the chaos it had been born into. As they watched in awe, view screens throughout the station activated simultaneously, showing identical scenes on every ship in both fleets. Humans and Zalari experiencing each other's memories. Their fears. Their loves. Their losses. Neural bridge, Averia explained weakly, her strength ebbing after the difficult birth. The child is showing them everything. No secrets. No propaganda. Just truth. Hours later, when communications resumed, the tone had fundamentally changed. Request for parley. Ceasefire proposals. And from both fleets, scientific teams requesting permission to approach, not with weapons, but with questions. Major Devereaux herself led the human delegation that cautiously entered the sanctuary. Her face, upon seeing the hybrid child, transformed from military rigidity to scientific wonder. The psychic imprint, she said quietly to Mercer. I felt. I understood them. For the first time. The Zalari commander, a stern warrior named Thrax, approached Averia with traditional gestures of respect that had not been seen since before the war. The convergence was right, he acknowledged. Our future lies in unity, not conquest. As the diplomats and scientists gathered, Mercer and Averia presented their child, whom they had named Nova, for the new star around which both civilizations would now orbit. Not a weapon, Mercer announced. Not an experiment. A child, born of both worlds, belonging to both peoples. 1 year later, the Treaty of Sanctuary established the first formal peace between humans and Zalari. Research colonies flourished as both species explored their new compatible biology. And at the center of it all, a family once considered impossible, a human soldier, a Zalari scientist, and their remarkable child, stood as living proof that evolution favored not those who fought most fiercely, but those brave enough to transform. Nova, growing faster than any human or Zalari child, already showed signs of abilities beyond either parent species, not just psychic power or human adaptability, but something entirely new. The ability to build bridges between different minds, different worlds. As Mercer watched Averia teaching their child to focus its gifts, he reflected on the strange path that had led him from soldier to father, from hatred to love. Worth it? Averia asked, sensing his thoughts as she often did now, their own neural connection strengthening daily. Mercer smiled, embracing his family, the living embodiment of peace that war could never have achieved. Every risk, every sacrifice, he affirmed. Some futures must be fought for. Even when the fight means laying down your weapons.